Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. So the choices we make today can and will determine the kind of health we're going to have. It is. Health is your greatest wealth. And no matter what you struggle with each and every day, we want to help. We want to help you get to where you need to be. Because you don't want to be stuck where you are. You want to go to that next level. We want to help you get there too. It's all about making the right choices, having the right information, so you can have the right application. You can start doing the things that you need to do to have great health, because it really can happen. Let's get to this email and kick it off. Danny in Fort Worth, Texas. He said, eggs, I've heard they're good for you and I've heard they're bad for you. What is the deal? Please tell me once and for all, can I eat eggs? I hope you eat eggs. I'm a huge egg guy. I think they're great. I think the research is solid behind eggs. And I mean, if you look at it, and what's interesting is they have all these food rating scales, right? For like the biological value of certain proteins and how quality of food is. Do you know they take the egg and make it the 100% marker? And they actually use the egg as the definitive marker for all other proteins. It is the highest biologically available and valuable protein there is. And then they mark everything else off of that. So if you think about it, I mean, the egg protein is the highest. To eat eggs is fantastic, I think. It's got so many benefits to it. I could go on and on about eggs. But, of course, everybody's worried about cholesterol. That's always been the big worry and concern, and everybody kind of freaks out about it. But the reality is that cholesterol can be maintained very well, and actually eggs can help lower cholesterol and keep cholesterol in healthy ranges. Yes, I just said that. And you know, the key is it's in the research, not just me talking about it. We've known it for a long time, but now we're starting to see a lot more credible research about it that's coming out. American Heart Association now is saying that eating a couple of eggs every day is actually a good thing. Okay, kudos to them. It's got a lot of benefits to it. It does. Has tons of benefits that can help all the way around. Eggs are tremendous, and we should keep them in our diet in a big way. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call or go to the website. Here for you each and every day. If you haven't looked and checked out our original programming, television shows, my TV show is on every single day. Over 300 markets. You should check it out. It'll encourage you and give you some hope and help you along the way. A radio show too, of course, every single day. Podcast. You get all of that. You can check it out there easily and download and upload or whatever. You can watch it on demand. It's your healthcare on demand. That's the concept of what we're doing, is to help you and get you to where you can thrive and not just barely make it, but really, really do well. Let's get to the phones and talk to Mike. Hi, Mike.
They were talking about simvastatin, which I'm on for the last year, and I'm really sick of taking these pills. They're 40 milligrams each. I also got some HGH from Golden Shield because it has L-arginine in it, and I had taken this years prior, and I felt real good when I took it for the last 7 years, but I had stopped because I ran out of extra money. So I was wondering, I have the cholesterol problem I have is hereditary, and I was wondering, is there anything I can do to get off this drug?
There's a lot you can do to get off of it, and there's a couple of things that, remember, you want to stay on it if your doctor has you on it, but you also want to challenge with your lifestyle. You can't just roll into your doctor's office and say, hey, look, I don't like this statin drug thing, and, I don't want to take it. You can, but, it's probably not the smartest thing to do. The reason I'm telling you that is they're going to look at you and say, okay, well, what do you got? It's almost like a business transaction. It's like, okay, you want to negotiate, you want to make a deal. What are you doing instead of the statin? So unless you're going to tell them that you're exercising 30 minutes vigorously 5 to 6 days a week, unless you tell them and show them your diet where it's going to have equal amounts of lean protein sources like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and then healthy fats, unless you lay that out for them, then, and you start talking about how you've lost 10 pounds and you're on track to lose 20 pounds. If you don't tell them that, then there's no incentive for them to take you off. I wouldn't. I mean, no physician in our clinical system would either. Now, we're going to help you. We're not going to babysit you, but we're going to help you and give you tools and push you and encourage you. I'm more the tough love approach, and I'll be kind and all that. But at the end of the day, man, if you don't want to get well, we can't do anything for you. I can't. If you're not willing to take responsibility for your health and go out and work hard and make it happen, no work ethic, no results, zero. You won't make it happen. So I want to encourage you that you can make it, and you can hit your goals, and you can do well. But you've got to get off your duff and make it happen. So as much as you say, man, I don't like these things, that's great. So show me what you got. What are you doing? Show me your lifestyle plan. What is that? Lay it out. And so to be empowered is to have a plan. You're empowered every single day when you know what you're doing and you have a game plan. You know, you wake up and just wonder what the day's going to bring. That is not a plan. You want to lay it out so you can do well. And that's the thing. And the cool thing about that is, as harsh as that sounds, or maybe as straightforward, is it's the truth. And that's how we see people come off medications. I mean, we have people in our clinics, our medical director, who's phenomenal. I mean, people come off their medications all the time. And it's not, here's the key. The key is, it's not to take yourself off medications. The key is to work so hard laying out a great lifestyle plan for your body that your body demands it. And what I mean by that is, when you go into the doctor and your blood pressure, let's say you're on high blood pressure meds, okay? And let's say you've dropped 30 pounds, let's say over a period of time, and let's say you're exercising 6 days a week, and let's say that you're eating amazing, right? You've switched up your diet, really doing a heart healthy diet, and your blood pressure is running like 90 over 60. Well, and you're feeling faint and feel like you're going to pass out. Well, of course your doctor's going to ease up on the medication. See, because your body is demanding it. You've worked so hard to get your body into position. Medicine is a great manager. It's a great manager of your body when it can't manage itself. For a lot of the metabolic conditions like blood sugar, diabetes, all that, that's what that does. Okay? So if you want to get off a statin drug, you've got to create a plan in order for the body to not need it. Okay? And there's a lot you can do. I mean, exercise and diet plays a big role with cholesterol. You can get a lot done. Yes, there's some genetic components. I get that. And yes, that is the truth. But there's a lot you can do with your overall lifestyle choices that can make a big difference as well. And that's what you have to focus in on. You know, what can you do to build it up? And, you know, if you need help with coming up with exercise routines and what type of nutrition works best and how to overcome a lot of the metabolic challenges, I mean, go to our website, get one of our lifestyle providers, get someone that can help take you by the hand. A lifestyle plan is the key. And that's what you want to focus in on to really build a good, solid game plan all the way around. Because our health is our greatest wealth. And what you want to do is focus on building the kind of plan that you want. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to do well. We see people all the time that can move on and not have to be stuck where they are. So you can do it, it's for sure, but you have to have a good plan. And I'm real passionate about that, because so much of what you need to do for your health is in your hands. It's all about creating a plan and working that every single day, exercising, eating right, and making the decision that you want to live well. 888-283-7272. Lines are open. Give us a call or go to the website. If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called Creatine Hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found today. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You've probably heard that before, but Creatine Hydrochloride is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University, and I've taken it ever since my college years, and it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete Creatine Hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on Walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand Creatine Hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
That's 888-283-7272. Welcome back to the show. Check it out on the web. I'm here for you each and every day. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. It is about lifestyle. So the choices we make every single day really do matter. So you don't have to be stuck where you are. You can do well. You can come up to really hit the next level with your health and with your life. We want to help you get there no matter what. So whatever you're stuck with, realize you don't have to stay there, that you can do really, really well. So give us a call, 888-283-7272. High doses of fish oil, they're saying, can help a lot of the healing after a heart attack. Heart attack patients who take high doses of fish oil supplements for 6 months showed improved heart function and less scarring, researchers reported. It's not yet precisely known how the large amounts of omega-3 fatty acids in these supplements might have helped the healing process, but the results, they say, are encouraging. And study senior author Dr. Raymond Kwong, he's the director of cardiac magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston. In the study, 360 heart attack survivors were followed by 6 months. And they took about 4 grams of omega-3 fatty acid supplements for 6 months, and the others were given placebo. And again, typically, a doctor will give about 1 to 2 grams. I think 15 grams a day. That's what I personally take. And I think most adults need about that much. But nonetheless, they did 4 in this study, okay? If the patient had high triglycerides and these sorts of things. Okay, after they did this, they said that what happened was, using the MRIs for the heart, the researchers found there was a 6% improvement in both heart function and scarring in undamaged parts of the organ among patients who took 4 grams of fish oil daily. What we need to do going forward is to look at the 6%. And what does that really mean? And does it happen over a longer period of time? They hope that more studies on the omega-3 fats of heart attack recovery can discover why higher doses produced more positive results. He said, was prompted to conduct a study after the MRI improved technology made it possible to take a closer look. So the omega-3 fatty acids, omega-3 testing, I think, is very important. We do that in all of our coaching systems to figure out exactly what someone needs. So that's a big piece of what we do, real big piece of what we do. Good sources of omega-3s are salmon, halibut, tuna, sardines, mackerel, herring, and trout. According to the American Medical Association, omega-3 fish oils contain fatty acids that the body needs, but it can't produce itself. So we get that from a supplementation. That's one of my top 4, what I call my foundational 4, which is a good whole food multivitamin, digestive enzymes to help break foods down, and then also probiotics to put the right bacteria back in the digestive tract. If you haven't tried Theralac probiotics, probably the absolute best. That's what I take every single day, and they're phenomenal. And then also with the fish oil, I like cod liver oil. I do because it's got vitamin A, vitamin D naturally occurring in it, plus your omega-3s, which are just amazing at supporting the body all the way around. So no matter how you look at it, we know omega-3s are powerful. They can put a huge dent in what we're seeing with heart disease, but also with hormones and supporting the body all the way around. They do so much for the body. It's amazing. So anything we can do to help, keep us posted on that. 888-283-7272. If you haven't found a lifestyle provider, someone in your area that believes the same way we do, all the nutrition and lifestyle-based care we talk about, just go to the website. Easy to find us there, and we can easily help you along the way to get you from where you are to where you need to be. That's the key. All right, let's get to the phones and talk to Judy. Hi, Judy.
I'm calling because I'm trying to get my A1c down. It was 10 the last time, and I was feeling really bad 3 or 4 months before that. I knew something was going on. I am trying to get the right foods, but I'm still a little confused about what to eat, what not. I've cut down on my pastas, stuff like that.
Well, if you have cut down on your pasta, that's great. I mean, I think there's a lot you need to do food-wise to really make a difference and get your body as balanced as possible. That's one of the biggest keys. I mean, I think that when it comes down to the hemoglobin A1c, that's your long term. Okay, that shows you how the blood sugar is doing over a long period of time. And one of the keys of looking at that, you've got to figure out, okay, what kind of balance can be done by your daily routine. Your lifestyle choices are everything, okay? So your foods, you want to do equal amounts of lean protein sources like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and then healthy fats, your almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados. All of that's important to really have everything that you need to be balanced, okay? That's a huge key. So one of the pieces that you have to look at is the consistency of it. How consistent are you with that? And it's good that you're cutting things out. What are you adding in? Okay, you want to be making sure every meal you have either has a protein with a carbohydrate or the fat with a carbohydrate, because the protein and the fats stabilize the blood sugar and keep it from going haywire. So that makes a tremendous difference overall. And so you have to look at the balancing act of it and what that can really do. But I would look at all that. I think that as you do that consistently, along as adding in exercise too, can make a big difference. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open with questions about your health. Give us a call or go to the website. Whatever you're struggling with, we are here for you. And if you're looking for a lifestyle provider, check it out. You can go to the website and find one of our team members, call the number, and get the help you need. Sometimes you just need to take somebody by the hand, lock arms with them, and get them to take you down the road that you need to go. Because at the end of the day, you want to do well. At the end of the day, you want to thrive. At the end of the day, you don't want to be stuck. So you really want to get to a place where you can do well. And our health is our greatest wealth. We don't want to let it go. We want to keep it strong and do well with it. So give us a call. Now, coming up, I've got some tips about anti-aging, plus heart disease being the leading killer. There's some great ways to overcome that. There are foods, certain foods, believe it or not, that can come in and heal the body. I believe foods are medicine in a lot of different ways, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Ways to really build the body up and to get the body functioning at its peak level. A lot of that when we come back, plus more of your calls in just a moment. Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
That's 888-283-7272. Welcome back to the show. You check us out on the web. We're here for you each and every day. And if you haven't checked out a new system on how to get well online, it's called InShape University. A lot of people don't really understand. They go to the doctor, and the doctor might tell you something like this. He might say, all right, you need to lose 20 pounds and need to eat better and exercise, and here, take this medication. Let's say if it's high cholesterol, okay, for example. And you're leaving going, okay, great. I think I know how to exercise, and, well, I believe I know how to eat well, maybe some chicken and broccoli, and I really don't want to take the prescription. So you leave kind of scratching your head with no real solid plan in place. InShape University will teach you that. It'll teach you how to go from where you are in your current state of health to where you need to be, how to thrive, how to do well, and how to really hit your goals. That is one of the biggest pieces that you have to look at, and it will really get you going into that next level with your health. So we want to help you do that. Go to InShapeUniversity.com, and you can check it out there. Let's go to Joyce now. Hi, Joyce.
My concern is I have dark vertical lines on my nail beds, on my thumb and my pointer finger on both hands. I'm concerned. I want to know if it's a deficiency in vitamins or if it's cancerous. Thank you.
It's one of those things that a lot of the lines that show up vertical, there's different theories on it, and there's different ways of looking at it. That's why I like blood work. So the nails are always a good sign. A lot of times it's a mineral issue, particularly iron, when you start seeing those kind of lines that streak down. So you can easily get some blood testing done, which I would, with your physician, and get that checked out. Make sure that everything's where it needs to be, that everything's lined up the way it needs to be, and functioning the way that it needs to be. That's super important. You want to make sure that there are no deficiencies, and that the body's functioning well. It's at its peak, and that it's in the right line, because that's a big deal. You want to make sure everything's balanced, and nutritional deficiencies can happen. That's why, if you're over the age of 35, I think getting blood work done every 6 months is vital. You can start checking out. We've got a whole system you can look at if you need help kind of understanding what that means. Go to our website. I've got articles on it. I've written all kinds of articles that will teach you how to do that, what to ask your doctor for, the kind of test to ask your doctor for, all that. But, yeah, it all matters. You want to make sure that you are in a place where you can make something happen. So I would look at that, because your eating habits and even the supplements that you take and all that really matters. You've got to make sure your body's getting everything that it needs. It could be an absorption issue. So let's say you have plenty of iron, but you don't have enough ferritin. The ferritin's low in the blood test. And that usually is an iron storage issue. And so there could be a whole thing going on there that could keep the body from functioning at its peak level. You just have to keep an eye on it to make sure that it's where it needs to be. Okay, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open with questions about your health. Give us a call or go to the website. An hour a day might keep the doctor away. I think an hour a day of this definitely keeps the doctor away. Okay, I'm all about keeping the doctor away, and I'm a doctor. So an hour of exercise a day can offset sitting's toll on our health. Sitting plays a big role in our health. I mean, it really does. And the more we sit, the more we're challenged. So 1 hour of physical activity a day, something as simple as a brisk walk or a bicycle ride, can undo a lot of the increased risk of early death that comes with sitting 8 hours or more a day on a daily basis. So these results provide further evidence on the benefits of physical activity, particularly in societies where increasing numbers of people have to sit for long hours. So Ulf Eklund, who's a professor of physical activity and health at Norwegian School of Sports Sciences, this is in Oslo, Norway, said unfortunately only 25% of our sample exercised an hour a day or more. Study found that watching TV for 3 hours or more was linked to an increased risk of early death. So regardless of your physical activity, they're saying now that except those who were most physically active, it does make a difference that you either move or don't move. So even among those who exercised the most, the risk of premature death was significantly increased if they watched 5 hours of TV or more. Researchers added, it's not the TV per se, it's an increased risk of dying earlier. Rather, TV is a marker for sitting and being active versus not being active. So that's where the big issue comes in. And in the review of 16 studies that they looked at, and they looked at, of course, different activity levels, like 25 to 35 minutes a day, 50 to 65 minutes, and 60 to 75 minutes. The increased early death range from 12% to 59%, depending on how much exercise the participants did. Okay, so those belonging to the most active group, which are active 60 to 75 minutes a day, seem to have no increased risk of mortality, even if they sit for more than 8 hours a day. How about that? Check it out. So you can undo it. That's it right there. And they always say it's not conclusive. So they're always going to tell you that. They have to. And it's science. Dr. David Katz, who I've got a lot of respect for at our college that I'm a member of, American College of Lifestyle Medicine, he said its important analysis fortifies increasingly clear verdict from a large and growing body of evidence addressing physical activity and health. So all movement is good movement, right? You just got to get up and get moving. Evidence is clear that moderately vigorous exercise has an array of health benefits. And if you don't exercise but can stand often, and if you can't stand often but can exercise, do it. So he's basically saying, which I agree with this, get moving, okay? That's it. Get moving, no matter what. You got to get moving. Keep it moving. Not only does physical inactivity increase the risk of early death, it's expensive. All right. In the study, researchers estimate that the cost of being physically inactive based on the increased risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and breast and colon cancer is about $28 billion annually. So the current economic cost of physical inactivity is borne mainly by high-income countries. However, low and middle-income countries develop, and if the current trajectory is there, then and they're going to see some differences. So it's a big deal. We've got to get moving. Got to keep the body moving. Have to increase our activity levels on a regular basis. We can't stop, folks. You can't. This is the conversation I have with people all the time. And if you hear me say this, it's almost like it stops people in their tracks. You don't have time not to eat right and exercise. All right? If you're over the age of 40, if you're over the age of 35, let's say 40. Let's call 40 the marker, okay? If you're over the age of 40 and you're not exercising doing something 6 days a week, you're headed toward an early death, period. Now, you can argue with that, but if you look at the statistics, it's true. Now, you're going to live longer if you exercise. If your diet is really good, you're going to live longer. But we don't want to hear that, okay? We don't want to hear that. We want to be able to do what we want, when we want, eat how we want, live how we want, act how we want, and do whatever how we want. And that's not going to do anything for longevity. So we have to make better decisions for ourselves, and we have to have some discipline every single day. Get moving. That is the key, because nothing else is going to make the difference. You have to get yourself moving. At the end of the day, activity is everything. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. I'm America's Health Coach. You can always give us a call, or you can go to the website. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. That's InShapeNetwork.com. Let's get to the phones and talk to Josh. Hi, Josh.
My question is not a problem, but I've heard one of the nutritionists say the three worst things you can eat are mayonnaise, number one, ranch dressing, number two, and butter, because the body is unable to break down the cholesterol component of those. Just want to see if there's any truth to that, or what your thoughts are.
It depends on the kind of mayonnaise. If it's an olive oil based mayonnaise, I would say no. I think it's fine. If it's butter, real butter, absolutely not. Real butter's got all kinds of health benefits to it. So not sure who you talk to. They probably need to do a little bit more research, because butter's got some of the amazing benefits. Now you want to start talking margarine, which is pretty much plastic and has all kinds of trans fats. Yeah, we could talk about that and how horrible it is. But you want to talk about real butter? Real butter's phenomenal. Got great benefits for you. And the butyric acid that's in there is great for our overall health and has tremendous benefits. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of those. And mayonnaise, not so much. I mean, I'm not big on using a lot of that. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're giving your body everything you can. And so, you can easily do that if you're eating healthy fats. I would focus more on things like almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados, fish oils, coconut oil. Those are much better when it comes to getting the right kind of fats and utilizing those in the body. I mean, I think that's the best way to go. If you want to cook, I'll tell you the best cooking oils. Three of my top three. You want to cook with coconut oil, grapeseed oil, and real butter. Those are the ones. Absolutely the best ones. Hope that helps. 888-283-7272. Give us a call. Hope you're enjoying it. We're always here for you each and every day. I appreciate all the emails that you send, you give us, telling us how much you love the show and how much it helps you and encourages you. If you don't have our email, I would encourage you to go sign up for it. Just go to the website. But we send out videos weekly, encouraging coaching videos that can help you and that can really move you along and get you where you need to go. Because at the end of the day, you want to do well. I mean, we want to help you. You don't want to be stuck where you are. You want to thrive and do well. And on this show, we can help you do that. That's what we're all about. And if you're looking for a lifestyle provider, don't forget, call the number on the screen. We can help you find one in your area that can help get you the help that you need. Why? Because you matter. Your health matters. That's what this show's all about. We'll be right back. Are you ready to chow? It's time for Keto Chow. When it comes to eating healthy, the Keto Diet has become one of the nutrition leaders in optimizing health, losing unwanted weight, and reaching your health and wellness goals. No extravagant cooking, no long kitchen cleanup, and most importantly, especially for me, It's convenient. Just put quality Keto Chow powder in a bottle, add some heavy whipping cream or your favorite fat, a little water, and boom, shake it up and you're ready to chow. Keto Chow tastes amazing. So make Keto Chow easy for you and your family today with Keto Chow. Let's go chow. Visit Keto Chow online at ketochow.xyz. That's ketochow.xyz.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Lines are open, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call or go to the website. We're here for you each and every day. Adam in Los Angeles, California. LA, just got back from there. Love it up there. My wife has been a secretary most of her life, and now she has carpal tunnel syndrome. How can she be helping this? It's a real good way of doing that. Very, very simple. Remember, because of the way the hands are and the positioning on the keyboard, which is what causes that, and workers that use their hands a lot can easily get carpal tunnel. But there's twofold of the issue. It can be an irritation or inflammation around the wrist, at the base of the wrist, or it could be from the base of the neck. A lot of times it's a combination. So the nerves that go into the wrist and the hand originate in the base of the neck. And much of what happens in these conditions with carpal tunnel can be corrected, because we all think about, well, okay, there's overuse because you're sitting there typing all day. You know, she's a secretary, so she's been on the computer all day. But what's the position of the head? Okay? Chances are she doesn't have perfect posture for 8 hours. All right, our head weighs about 6 to 8 pounds. The chances are her head's going to have some tilt to it. And chances are that's going to put a lot of pressure on the base of the neck, which eventually can wear the disc down, which eventually can create issues within the nerves that come out of there due to the degeneration. And that can create a lot of the carpal tunnel. So before you jump to surgery on something like that, you really want to have someone take a look at that, whether it's an osteopathic physician, a chiropractic physician, someone that really understands the structural part and the manipulation part of the spinal area that can help correct that non-surgically, because it really does play a big role. I can't tell you how many people have been helped to avoid the surgery just from that. So it can make a big difference, and something to definitely consider along the way, for sure. 888-283-7272. Give us a call or go to the website. Let's go to the phones and talk to Carla. Hi, Carla.
My granddaughter, who has received a wasp sting, she's actually received 2. A few days ago, she was stung on her hand, and it swelled up. And we did some natural home remedies. It subsided some, but then she was stung subsequently day after that behind her ear, and it affected her face to where it swelled up half the way, and overnight it became hard, and she also developed a rash on her body, which a baking soda bath helped with that. But I'm wondering if there's help specifically that you could recommend besides the onion pack, and also I think castor oil was used. Her mother helped her with some treatments.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, if it's one of those deals where the castor oil is being affected, then I would look at a couple of items. Okay, the natural way of doing that, castor oil is fine, but the natural way of doing that is really helpful with using ionic silver. It's important to use the ionic part, and that can be helpful, along with coconut oil is very, very good. Now, some of the basics, the antihistamines can be, of course, helpful, but if you really want to go the all-natural route, then you got to load up on the castor oil is fine. The borage oil is really good too, but the coconut oil is great. Also, aloe is very, very good for the skin itself. Many times, to neutralize, arnica is very good. There's a lot of these components that can be very helpful. So, I mean, look at that. The one thing you don't want to do is wrap it. A lot of times people will try to wrap it and keep everything in. You want to let it breathe more than anything else. Because with the stings and that sort of thing, that can be very, very painful, and the skin itself needs to breathe. Okay, that's one of the big keys in doing that. 888-283-7272. Lines are open with questions about your health. You can give us a call or go to the website. Gluten-free diets are really big. They can help protect bones in people with celiac disease. Okay, so long-term damage to intestines can raise the risk of hip fractures in people with celiac disease. And new research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism also found the risk was lower in celiac disease patients who ate a gluten-free diet and those whose intestinal tissue had begun to heal. The research confirmed that patients had a higher rate of hip fractures when tissue damage persisted over time. At Celiac Disease Center in Columbia University Medical Center, they said sticking to a gluten-free diet is crucial for minimizing tissue damage and reducing the serious risk fracture that could cause other complications. The celiac disease itself is an autoimmune disorder, of course. It affects about 1% of people in the United States, and people with the condition have an immune response in the small intestine, and when they eat the protein gluten, it's found in a lot of the grains like wheat, bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, a lot of those, then it creates a lot of challenges. People known with celiac disease are heightened risk for broken bones because of the malabsorption issues that they deal with, not utilizing a lot of their nutrients. So physicians have debated, too, over time, whether people with celiac can actually benefit from any type of follow-up biopsy and checking that. Again, there's a debate going on with that. One of the biggest issues, I'll tell you this, with irritable bowel, Crohn's, any of that, celiac disease, if you are dealing with celiac at all, then one thing you got to do is make sure you're just, I'm a huge fan of being gluten-free on that, but you got to make sure that you add in exercise with it and also some key digestive pieces such as probiotics, which I think Theralac is one of the best. It's one of the ones that I use. And digestive enzymes, proteolytic enzymes too, are extremely healing to the gut, and glutamine. Look into some of those as well. Puts another hour in the charts. I want to thank our producer, Jay Patrick, engineer John Garrison, and the rest of the team. Go tell one person something you learned on the show. Together, we can transform the health of our friends, our families, and our communities. This is the show that's empowering your health, taking you from where you are in current state of health to where you want to be.
Did you know you could listen to the ASA RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the ASA RX audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.